Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to episode 3 of our Arsenal career mode. And I've been absolutely loving this series so far. I hope that you guys have too. I've recorded all these first 3 episodes in a row, so I don't know what the reaction is like, but I hope that you guys are enjoying this series so far. I'm back on YouTube. Starting off this episode, we're going to be doing some youth scouting. So in the first episode, like I said, we didn't do a transfer window to keep it realistic, and I also said that I'm interested in what the Youth Academy can bring for us in this series. So I've hired 2 more 5-star scouts. We've got enough money to do so without worrying too much. And we've got an Irishman and a Spanish man and a Spaniard. So what I've decided is, for one, I want to send a scout to Norway. I want to get the next Erling Haaland. So what we're going to do is we're going to go for physically strong. If there was one way to describe Erling Haaland, it's physically strong. We also have Martin Odegaard, another man from Norway, and he'd be more in the technically gifted category, but I'm looking for the next Haaland. All right, we've already got Odegaard. He's young. We need Haaland because we certainly won't be able to afford him, and I don't really think it'd be that realistic getting in Haaland anyway. For our next scout, he's Spanish. I'm thinking we might just send him to Spain, and there we can search for our technically gifted player. I feel like Spain has churned out so many technically gifted players. You know, you think of La Masia, La Masia, it's something like that. The Barcelona Youth Academy, they've churned out so many world-beating talents. You know, you have Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, Sergio Busquets. I mean, the list really goes on. I actually don't know if Sergio Busquets went to La Masia, but either way, there we go. Now we have 3 different sets of scouts out for us every month. And without any further ado, our squad's looking good. Let's hop into our first game of the episode against Southampton. We've got 10 points in the league, which leaves us in 3rd place. But with a win today, we could go up in 2nd, putting more pressure on West Ham with 5 wins and 0 losses. I'm not quite sure how West Ham is doing so well. Obviously, in real life, they've really struggled this season, but we'll see what we can do against them. We're going to go with our starting lineup. I'm thinking about possibly tweaking the formation at some point, but without any further ado, let's get right into the match. All right, so Southampton, you know, not the strongest side in England by any means, but once you're in the Premier League, the margins between teams are even thinner than I think we even believe. And we're definitely going to have to put up a good showing today as they get an offside there on Armstrong, because in the last episode we upped it to ultimate difficulty, and it's been tough, but it's not been unmanageable. I still think that we have a possibility to do well this season, even while playing on ultimate. Jesus got space! Gabriel Jesus, everyone. He started off this season absolutely flying, and once again, he scores an absolute banger. A finesse shot from outside the box. I thought, why not go for it? And boom. Keeper, no chance. 1-0 to the Arsenal. Ultimate difficulty. They just can't stop us. Oh, we've won the ball back there with Jesus. Odegaard making his way down the wing. Let's see, you got some skills, Odegaard? Yes, he has. He's going on a skill run. Oh my God. Southampton was not ready for us today, and Martin Odegaard has put his 5-star skills there to use. He's actually the player that I've got on the back of my shirt here, because I think he's a great player. I think he's nice and young. The captain, moving into the box, and with his weaker right foot, putting it past, who is that in goal they have? Yeah, not exactly a goalkeeper of the Premier League standard anymore. He's definitely played in the Premier League for a while, but Southampton struggling. And, you know, are they using Maitland-Niles against us? I'm not even sure. Technically, you're not supposed to be able to use loan players against their parent club, but I wouldn't be surprised if FIFA didn't account for that. And they score. Jack, why don't you just shut up and pay attention to the game? Martinelli is able to find Jesus. Hold up the play a little bit into Zinchenko. Back towards Martinelli. Into Odegaard. To Saka. And just like that, Odegaard getting his assist. Saka with his second of the season, I believe. And yeah, we've started off the season great. Still undefeated. And looking like we're poised to get another 3 points here. Odegaard getting assists as he's known to do. And, you know, we're playing great football. Ultimate difficulty is no challenge for us. And we're moving into the second half with a great lead. Ooh. I did not expect him to be able to score from that angle. And Zinchenko just not really doing enough there. Not able to tackle his player. Look at that. He's just not able to get the ball off of him. And then one pass into the box. Gabriel a little bit too far from his man. And 3-2. Okay, as I was saying, Zinchenko seemed to be getting exposed there on the wing. So you know what? I'm actually going to move him into center defensive mid for the first time in this series. We're going to pop Xhaka to the bench. We're going to see how Zinchenko plays in that midfield spot, because I do consider possibly changing his position to a center defensive mid. There we go. First game of the episode, 3 points. Can't really complain. Obviously, we could have done better on defense. We don't want to be giving away 2 goals to Southampton. But, yeah, great game. Goals coming from Saka, Jesus, and Odegaard. And altogether, a good game. Definitely have to work on the defense. Let's see who we're playing next. All right, so here we are coming into our first cup game. Playing Swansea in the Carabao Cup. And they've changed their badge, it looks like. We're going to be playing a very rotated squad today. Let's see what we're looking at here in terms of team management. Maybe let's switch up the formation a little bit. Let's see what other formations we can possibly play. I think a 4-3-3 attack would be good. 4-3-3 attack. That's kind of what I'm looking for here today. So let's oh, looks like Odegaard's gone up an overall rating already, which is nice to see. But yeah, all right. So who are we playing in today's game? I think we'll give Turner an opportunity, as well as White and Holding. I'm actually going to put White on the left. Zinchenko. You know, I feel like playing Zinchenko in midfield from the start of the game today. We'll pop in Tierney. We'll get in Sambi Lokonga. We'll put Marquinhos in on the left. I mean, on the right. And I'm sure, yeah, Vieira should play as well as Nketiah. I'm realizing we don't really have a left winger. I don't like playing Smith Rowe on the left, but I suppose we'll do it for this game. He's kind of, I think, better through the middle, but we'll see how he plays here. I mean, he could prove me wrong, but only 78 pace. It's not really the amount of pace that you want on one of your wingers, at least for me. And then for Tomiyasu, we'll pop in Cedric. We'll give him a game. And the last time we played with this back line, it didn't do so well against PSV. We ended up conceding 3 goals, I think. So we're going to have to play better today. We're going to have to put in a better shift. But first game in the Carabao Cup, not too much pressure. I wouldn't be too fussed to be knocked out of this competition. Let's see what we can do. All right, Smith Rowe right from the jump, running down the line. And he's tackled. But we get the ball back quickly. Zinchenko into Vieira. Oh my god. FIFA 23 long shots are back. And Vieira levering one from, it must have been like 26 yards, 25 yards out. Let's take a look at this in the hypermotion. One touch. Bang. Goalkeeper possibly could have got there, but he's just lofted it so well over his head. And just like that, 1-0 in the lead in 4 minutes. All right, Ben White. Let's see what you can do from defense here. Nothing. Holding, once again, gets... Oh, my God. Matt Turner saved that? I need to see this save. From point-blank range. Whew. Thank God. All right, coming into the second half, I don't really think we have to make any changes. Yeah, the team's playing okay. We've obviously kept a clean sheet so far. I think we're going to start this way and then maybe make some subs towards the 60th, 65th minute. Uh-oh. This is where Cedric will struggle, but Holding is able to come back. And, you know, after a pretty poor performance against PSV, Holding has done really well this game. And Lokonga is actually through. And he drags it wide of the post, but it doesn't matter. We've won our second game in the Carabao Cup, and yeah, I mean, as to be expected that we would beat Swansea, but you never know on ultimate difficulty, especially playing a very rotated side. But we've played well, and I believe our next match is in the Premier League, and I don't quite remember who against. All right, here we have a game against Nottingham Forest that have not done well at all. In fact, are they at bottom? No, they're not. All right, they're in 14th place. Doing well by their standards, I suppose. I mean, they're staying out of the relegation zone. Our team is looking good. And just quickly before we hop into the game, I do want to look at what our stats are looking like this season. So 7 goals in 5 by Gabriel Jesus. He's been lights out. There's not really much else I could say about that. He's played excellently. And in terms of assists, we have Xhaka and Odegaard jointed up. So Xhaka is doing what I wanted him to do. He's getting forward. He's getting assists. He hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that's soon to come. Just like that, we'll hop into our game against Nottingham Forest. Another game that I'd expect to win. We are still 2 points behind top, just beating out Aston Villa on goal difference, and Chelsea and Liverpool not too far behind us. So we definitely have to get 3 points here today. Playing in our third pink jersey, which is a jersey that I absolutely love. Playing our strongest side. I don't know, I just, playing with Tierney, he's just done better. You know, he's just better at getting back with pace and defending. But I do want Zinchenko to play. I want him to play a pivotal role in this season, and I'm thinking that might be from the center defensive mid position. So we're gonna hold him off for now, but I'm sure he'll come back on later in this game and play in a midfield role instead of left back. I want a little bit more out of Martinelli. He's been kind of quiet. And as I say that, he dribbles through the entire defense. Guys, I promise I'm on ultimate difficulty. And he slams one into the top left corner. And as I was saying, I want to see more out of him, and it looks like he's come through today. Look at that, dribbling straight through 2 players and then smashing it top left. Not really. I mean, goalkeeper Dean Henderson should really be some questions asked about his positioning there, but 1-0, can't complain. Let's see if we can keep our first clean sheet in the Premier League. I don't know if we have yet kept a clean sheet, so that would be nice. Saka with a ball through to Odegaard. Can he flick it up? Wow. I don't know how he held on to that. But Nottingham Forest defense is just not doing enough to stop our team, stop our blistering attack. And Odegaard gets his first goal of the game, second goal of the episode. Ramsdale gets a punch out. Can Martinelli get onto it? No, he can't. That's got to be offside. No? How is he onside? The clean sheet's gone. What? He seemed kind of offside, but I'll let it rock for now. What? They've ripped my defense to shreds there. And I've got to say, I was not expecting that. Nottingham Forest is back in this game, and it's looking like we might concede another at the pace that this game is going so far. All right, let's get Super Tomiyasu through. Gabriel Jesus makes his way into the box. Can he find Tomiyasu? All right, starting out the first half, I feel bad taking off Xhaka, but I just haven't seen too much from him. I'm gonna put in Zinchenko, and hopefully that's enough to kind of shake up our midfield a little bit and get us a little bit more fluidity going forward. And they're in the lead. This guy, I don't even know how to say his name. I know. He's Lingard getting the goal there, but that's 2 goals and 1 assist from their striker. And I just have not been able to stop him. 65 minutes in, I've got to make a substitution. I'm bringing... What am I bringing? I think I might do our classic RAM for Odegaard. CDM for Zinchenko. Let's put Vieira in there. This game is a little bit too close for comfort. And, you know, actually, I want to give Smith Rowe some more playing time, so we'll bring him in as well. And it's looking like that. It's going to be full time. We lose our first game in the Premier League season, and it's not a good feeling whatsoever. We've gotten absolutely destroyed, conceding 3 goals to a Nottingham Forest side, and that guy, S1E3, has just ripped us to shreds. Alright, so for our last game of the episode here, we're going to be coming up against another Europa League side in Zurich, in Switzerland. Let's hit this pre-match conference, and then we'll hop into the game. I think I'm going to play Xhaka today against his home nation of Switzerland, see if he can't bring us, if he can't rally us to get our first win in the Europa League in our second game. I think Nketiah deserves a start, as well as Marquinhos. I suppose we could give El Neni his first game of the season. I feel kind of bad. Cedric has played well whenever he's come on. Tierney as well. We'll pop Turner in. White and Holding. All right, I'll get them a shot, and then we're gonna put in Vieira, who's gone up to 78 rating, as well as getting in Smith Rowe. But yeah, this is the team I'm thinking of. We're gonna keep Xhaka in there just to see if he can bring us any expertise against a Swiss side. And I won't accept anything other than the 3 points here today as we watch these cool cutscenes in the beginning. I really like them. You know, they'll get old eventually, you know, come 4 months into this game, but for now, I'm enjoying them for sure. All right, let's prove that I actually do understand corners now. Wow! And Tierney gets our first headed goal from a corner in this series. I struggled a lot on corners in FIFA 22, but this year they seem a little bit better, and Tierney getting his start in this European night and getting a goal to show us that we made the right decision. Alright, El Neni's done well there. Marquinhos can run down the wing. They're only playing 3 at the back here, so there's a lot of opportunity for our wingers to exploit them. And he's just run all the way through here. Into Smith Rowe. Can't get there. Can Xhaka win that header? No, but El Neni will. And he just heads it right back to them. Alright, Smith Rowe's down the wing here. He's got a lot of pace on him. And Marquinhos is able to score. I think that's his first goal for the club. And I couldn't be happier about it. I love Marquinhos. He plays so well in the game. I'm excited about him in real life as an Arsenal fan. And yeah, I mean, wow, it's exciting stuff, isn't it? Smith Rowe getting his assist. Marquinhos able to get that into the net. And 2-0 up, you'd think we'd have a little bit of safety. But you never know on ultimate difficulty. I mean, like we've seen, they can score 3 goals within 10 minutes. So we just can't let our guard down. And we've given them a free kick in a dangerous area. What a finish. I don't know what I can do about something like that. All right, let's have a look at this. I jumped at the perfect time, but it was just inch perfect into that top corner. 2-1, and that's going to be halftime. God damn it, they scored at the perfect time. Marquinhos has space here. I tried to pass that towards Nketiah, but El Neni into the box, fires it over. Let's make some subs here. I want to bring on Saka, and I want to bring on Odegaard. Vieira's played well for us when he's played so far, but we need a little bit of more attacking quality, I think, to make sure we can close this game out. Because like I said, you know, the AI on Ultimate is going to score. We just have to outscore them. So I think a better attack is going to do us well in the second half. Don't fail me again, Nketiah. He makes up on his left foot once again. And that puts us 3-1 into the lead. The assist by our substitute Saka. And yeah, I mean, ever since we made those subs, we've been playing much better. And thank God, man. I was getting scared we were going to tie up this game. But it looks like we've got our first 3 points in the Europa League sealed. You know, Ben White has done well today. That's got to be offside, right? 3-2. I knew we needed that third goal. The AI just always looks like scoring on ultimate difficulty, and we've been struggling on defense, but it's just any little mistake They will make you pay. Oh, and Ketia wins the ball back there in a very dangerous position for them. We can now breathe a sigh of relief. And the whole team comes and celebrates in the corner. That's actually a pretty cool animation. And Zurich is not happy about that. That is going to be the win for us, definitely. It would have been a nervy last few minutes. But now in the 90th, the whistle should be blowing soon. Wow. I mean, it's embarrassing how hard it is to defend on this. But either way, that's going to be the end of the episode. If you enjoyed, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. And without any further ado, I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, morning, night, whatever time it might be where you are. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, as I wave to the fans, peace.